Up.
Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Rousseau. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Florida's offense will have the first possession of the game.
So can we stop this
About a
thing?
guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position.
What are y'all defense?
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw, man, so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what
doing so well.
this defense faces today.
Smith takes the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Better than I thought he would.
Linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Harbor. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted in the first drive.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season.
What do you mean?
Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
He leaves it with his back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making a stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
We're going for
the
it.
offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's will not get there. A 4th down stop. The give is to Smith. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pressure coming. Grab behind the line. It's Cameron. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet.
Damn.
Really nice run and pick up there before the
Florida is not bad thing.
Stop the really big play. Might as well give it to him again. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Gators! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the
I'm going to
stand. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take me in this drive. Will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. The short hands, it's smart. They finally get to it. What a play there to pick up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's smart. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain from my offense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took
be
away the
honest,
first
I think
option,
you
made him
guys
go
go.
to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes. It just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the catch. It's smart. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's smart. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
untouched.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack, and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Rousseau. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Harbor. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play.
I think that you.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get over couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead. It's 4th down. The Gators will call their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room, it's Payne. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Fighting off the defender. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Nice.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Look at that,
And
though.
the Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, it's Harbor. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No return coming. He'll call for a fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage to get it to the 33.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
We're not going to try
It's
that.
so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week.
Hey.
He had his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size and that position, play the defensive line is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Harbor. Under fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Gators send out the punt unit. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. That's usually prime return position punt. He'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle and Smart. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Got it set up on the outside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Let's take our time.
Trying to surge it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line is telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups, run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25.
I don't know how that happened.
And ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And I think in the pre-snap,
Like I said, this is a young defense.
Look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target. So nice job on that.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running games, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they reacted well on the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Smith takes the handoff. Got room to work. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself on the draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Gators will put this one away. A sky-high punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll leave it with him. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to return play.
Able to work it to the
Thank you,
30-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The lone back's got it. Runs through the tackle.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Makes the grab past the marker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
This might be a classic game.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the
They don't
field,
want
let's
to
take a
call
quick
down.
look at the national rankings.
We're trying to win.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the back. Got the first down.
I thought it was going to be a touchdown.
Just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, put the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
But can Ford doesn't come back.
Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
We waste a long clock.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught near the sideline, it's Rousseau.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That's caught. It's Mars. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages.
Oh, that was always a pain.
Quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Harbor. Grabbed over the middle, it's Mars. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Gators heading quickly to the line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Lost to fire on second down. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. From the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense.
They don't call a timeout.
The give as they work on that clock. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one-on-one. Stop the run first.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pucks it out of the air. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Kind of.
Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Harbor. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Takes it from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Hell yeah.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it. But now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here.